Welcome to LiberoAssurance Marine Training video series. This video is an introduction to the ISPS Code. Overview. The International Ship and Port Facility Security Code, or ISPS, is a comprehensive set of measures established to enhance the security of ships and port facilities across the globe. It provides a structured framework to identify and assess potential threats, implement appropriate security measures, and coordinate effective responses to security incidents. Its main objective is to protect international maritime trade from threats like terrorism, piracy, and other security risks. The ISPS Code is not just for ships, it applies to governments, port authorities, shipping companies, and vessel operators, promoting a unified and proactive approach to maritime security. The need for enhanced maritime security became urgent after the 9/11 terrorist attacks in 2001. In response, the International Maritime Organization began drafting new security measures to help prevent terrorist acts targeting ships and port facilities. Just over a year later, in December 2002, the IMO officially adopted the ISPS Code as part of the SOLAS Convention, under Chapter 11.2. These measures became mandatory, marking a significant shift in the way maritime security is approached worldwide. The ISPS Code was developed rapidly after 2001 in response to growing concerns about maritime security. Through a series of resolutions and working groups, the IMO finalized the code by the end of 2002. It officially entered into force on the 1st of July 2004, making compliance mandatory for all SOLAS member states. The ISPS Code is divided into two parts: Part A, which is mandatory, and Part B, which provides guidance for its implementation. Part A contains 19 sections, covering everything from responsibilities and plans to training and certification for both ships and port facilities. Part B offers guidance on implementing the code, covering the same areas as Part A, with practical advice for ships and port facilities. Application and objectives. The primary purpose of the ISPS Code is to help detect, deter, disrupt, and respond to terrorist threats targeting ships and port facilities. To achieve this, the code emphasizes four key elements: assessment of security risks, implementation of appropriate security measures, setting security levels for ships and port facilities, and establishing effective response procedures. The ISPS Code sets out key objectives to enhance maritime security worldwide. It promotes cooperation between states, authorities, and the industry to prevent threats. It defines clear responsibilities at all levels to ensure coordinated action. It supports early sharing of security-related information. It provides a method for assessing risks and adapting plans as needed. And it builds trust that effective and proportionate measures are in place. The ISPS Code applies to specific categories of ships and port facilities engaged in international voyages. More specifically, it covers passenger ships, including high-speed passenger craft, cargo ships of 500 gross tonnage or more, including high-speed craft, mobile offshore drilling units. Additionally, the code applies to port facilities that serve these types of ships on international routes. In cases where a port facility is primarily used by domestic ships but occasionally serves international voyages, the contracting government must decide on the extent of ISPS Code application for that facility. Key aspects. A key part of the ISPS Code is the Ship Security Assessment, or SSA. Conducted individually for each ship, it surveys vulnerabilities and risks. The SSA forms the basis for creating and updating the ship's security plan to address changing threats. Based on the Ship Security Assessment, each ship must develop and carry an approved Ship Security Plan, SSP. The SSP outlines security measures tailored to the ship's risks and ensures compliance with international standards. Port facilities must conduct regular security assessments to identify risks and ensure ISPS Code compliance. Based on these assessments, they develop and maintain a port facility security plan addressing the 3 security levels. This keeps port facilities prepared for evolving security threats. The ISPS Code defines 3 security levels to help ships and port facilities adjust their measures according to the threat environment. Level 1 represents normal operational conditions, where minimum security measures are maintained to ensure safety. Level 2 indicates a heightened risk, requiring increased security measures to address the elevated threat. And Level 3 is reserved for exceptional circumstances, during a security incident or when such an incident is imminent. The effective implementation of the ISPS Code depends on clearly defined roles at every level. Each ship must appoint a Ship Security Officer, SSO, responsible for onboard security duties. The Company Security Officer, CSO, oversees all security matters, prepares the ship security assessment and security plan, and ensures they are approved by the administration or an authorized RSO. The company must also support the CSO, the SSO, and the ship's master fulfilling their responsibilities. At each port facility, a Port Facility Security Officer, PFSO, is designated to implement the port security plan and take part in regular drills and exercises. Finally, internal audits by the CSO or PFSO help verify compliance with the ISPS Code. Section 13 of the ISPS Code requires regular training, drills, and exercises to ensure readiness. Ship and port personnel must be trained in security procedures, with drills held at least every 3 months. CSOs, SSOs, and PFSOs receive specialized training for their roles, while joint exercises with the company take place every 12 to 18 months. Effective maritime security relies on monitoring activities, controlling access, and securing cargo and stores both on board and at port facilities. Verification and certification under the ISPS Code involves approval of the Ship Security Assessment and Security Plan and the issuance of the International Ship Security Certificate. Certification. Section 19 of the ISPS Code outlines the process for ship verification and certification. The ship security plan must be approved by the administration and kept on board. After verification by the flag state or a recognized security organization, the ship is certified through the International Ship Security Certificate. The ISPS Code defines several types of verification to ensure ongoing compliance. These include interim, initial, intermediate, renewal, and additional verifications, each serving a specific stage in the ship's operational life. The International Ship Security Certificate, or ISSC, is the main certificate under the ISPS Code. It confirms that a ship has been properly assessed and has an approved security plan in place. The certificate is issued by the flag state or an authorized RSO after successful verification. It remains valid for up to 5 years, with an intermediate audit required between the 2nd and 3rd year. The anniversary date marks the expiration of the certificate, starting from the date of the initial verification. The Interim International Ship Security Certificate may be issued under Section 19.4 of the ISPS Code, when immediate compliance is needed but the final ISSC isn't yet available. It typically applies when a ship is delivered, changes flag, or comes under new management. The interim certificate is valid for up to 6 months and cannot be extended. During this time, the ship must meet basic security requirements, like appointing a ship security officer and partially implementing its security plan. We hope you enjoyed this short video. You can always learn more by joining LiberoAssurance Maritime e-courses. Hope to see you there soon.